right, Kayla, coming up, two of the world's best chefs are in the house. Danielle Boulud and Eric Ripert will tell us if they're expecting more diners in their restaurants next year, and they're revealing their best dishes as well. And Red Hat up 10% right now, leading the S&P today. Welcome back. It's been another breakout year for the business of fine dining. Perhaps not surprising given the stock market's record run. Now, 4 of the world's most celebrated chefs are out with a new series of cookbooks highlighting their best recipes. And we have 2 of the kitchen masters with us today. Danielle Boulud and Eric Ripert. Guys, welcome. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Scott.
Eric, as a category, what do you think drives the appetite for cookbooks today?
Well, a lot of people have interest in good eating and watch TV and are interested in cooking as well. And therefore, when they want to cook something at home, they have to buy a cookbook.
Danielle, so how much do you think that TV has played a role in this? With all these new shows that it enables people to be immersed and get to know better food, perhaps, and maybe be willing to try to make some of these kind of recipes at home to substitute for the meatloaf and mashed potatoes?
Absolutely. I think TV, it's very practical when you want to be inspired and when you want to really do something quick, like a quick meal. But our new cookbook, it's very tutorial. It has the step-by-step pictures of the recipe. We choose some of our classic dishes here, and we simplify them and made them perfectly tailored for home cooking, and that I think it's very inexpensive. Which I think a cookbook should, if you really want to cook with it, it should not have too many recipes. It should be curated and it should be affordable.
Let's talk about what we sort of expect in the year ahead for fine dining. I would imagine what we talk about every day, and the stock market at this record high, Eric, must mean great things to your business by the nature of the kind of customers you're serving.
Oh, for sure. I mean, fine dining is doing extremely well. Even during the downturn, fine dining was doing well, believe it or not, especially in New York. But right now, it's a lot of people who want to have an experience. And restaurants like Danielle and Le Bernardin are doing very, very well. It looks like 2015 is going to be amazing. And I think we are always a very good indicator, a different index for the markets, right? When fine dining does well, it means it's going to be good down the line.
You feel optimistic, bullish, so to speak, Danielle, about the economy itself?
Well, I think bullish will be a little too wise, but definitely optimistic. And I think people want to indulge, and it's about making sure people get quality in service, quality in food, quality. I mean, they want an experience, and I think that experience, that's what we strive to provide. And for that, I think it always, that's what people want. They really want something unique.
So, gentlemen, what's the next big foodie trend for 2015? Maybe it's an ethnic cuisine that breaks out, or a new way of opening restaurants and doing something traditional. What do you think?
It's a lot of trends, that's for sure. But the one that is lasting the most, and I see that as a bright future, it's to eat sustainable, quality food, and that is not going down.
Not going away.
No.
Okay.
The trend of eating more healthy, I think, will continue to be the focus as well.
You can do that and not sacrifice anything on the experience, on the indulgence at all these days.
Not at all.
And I think there is definitely a South American emergence of greater chefs who are really elevating their own cuisine, such as Mexican cuisine, Peruvian, Brazilian, Colombian, and so that's exciting as well.
You know, oh, sorry, Scott, I was just going to say, you mentioned healthy, but I'm just curious because I have a family like this, but how about the gluten-free population and the celiacs and all of that?
My daughter
is that enough of a growth area that that's something you guys have to target?
Well, that's not a trend. That's a consequence of an illness and better education, and now we know that a lot of people have to be on a gluten-free diet. But we accommodate that clientele in our restaurants because it's more and more people who have the effects of that.
Guys, thanks for coming in. Good luck with the books.
Thank you, Scott.
Eric Ripert, Danielle Boulud.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
Merry Christmas.
And same to you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Coming up, final trade.